3 months old, and we just found out about 2 days after we got her that she's a little girl. That's a big deal for her to like smell my hand. The day that I got her, she went back and forth trying to butt me because she was scared. She didn't know where she was. So her mama died when she was a little over a month old, and she's been fending for herself ever since, but she's lived 3 months without milk and without somebody to protect her. So she's a rowdy little thing. They said I didn't like peoples at all.
So we built this hay feeder so the goats couldn't eat out of it, but of course Muffy has found her way. Muffies, what are you doing? What are you doing, Muffies? What? Are you eating the horse's hay? Because it's better than yours? Of course it's better because it's the horse's hay. But let's get to cleaning the barn. There's the new little girl. Hey, Glisten. You ready for your stall to be cleaned? Huh? You ready? You ready for your stall to be cleaned?
It's kind of windy and cold out today, don't you think, Ma?
That's a little bit.
What you doing?
Getting warm.
That's pretty good. Hello and welcome back to Miracle Farm 1927 Homestead. I'm out here with my newest baby. In the previous videos you saw her just getting her to the barn. She was so scared and frightened. She'd been in a pasture for almost 2 months as an orphan with a herd of cows. Her mama died when she was around 4 weeks old, I believe. And so she survived in a herd of cattle without a mama for 2 solid months on her own. So she was a scared little baby, and she tried to kill me. she had no strength, so it didn't get her far. But I'd stand in the middle of the stall, and she'd run that way trying to butt me, then she'd come back and try to butt me the other way. And as you can see now, so we're still a little skittish, but we're not 100% afraid of human touch anymore. So this is day 5, and she's walking away because Mama's getting closer with the camera. So I'm still scared, but I'm not trying to kill anybody now. So she knows we're friends. We're here to give her food and lovin's. She lets me brush her now. And we haven't come up with a name yet, but we're working on it. As you can tell, she's kind of scraggly, where she didn't have the nutrients. Very scraggly. Yeah, she's very scraggly. Where she didn't have the nutrients she needed in her first few months.
So she's the same size as Glisten.
And she's 2 months older than Glisten.
And she's almost 3 months old.
Yeah. Is she a good cow?
But she wouldn't let us even get near her when she first came.
And if we'd start to walk towards her, she'd immediately run the opposite direction. So this is a big deal that she's letting us this close to her. Is she a good cow?
Okay, that's our son. He's named her Rat Cow. But we are going to get a better name for her.
We're getting a better name for the cow. Poor cow. It's okay.
And we found out she's a little girl.
Yeah, it took us 2 days to find out, but she is a little girl. She was so scared we couldn't get close enough to her to tell, but we had suspicions that she was, but it's exciting. So I officially have 2 heifers now, and they are the definite beginning of my herd. 2 cows is a herd. So, Glisten's big sister.
Got fresh hay, but they want more. It's always more. More, more, more. More, more, more. Isn't that right? It's always more.
Technical difficulties with the camera. I'm having to put a knife underneath it to hold it up right so I can film this. So, here goes nothing. Alright, so I got my little pokey potty sticky. And I am just going to not burn myself. Woohoo. And send it through. I should probably put something underneath so I don't burn through the table. Look how good that's going through there. Oop. One hole done. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do another one. I'll probably do 3 or 4 actually, because she's going to grow. 2. Look how cool that looks. Oh, that's so cool. I love burning things. I was trying to poke through it with a... Oh, look at that! I was trying to poke through it with a leather punch, but it was way too small to work with nylon. Look at that. That is incredible. I'm going to punch one more. Just because this is very, very intriguing. Look at that. Ew, it's sticky. It's just melting it. This is the neatest tool ever. I'm really tickled with this. That worked perfectly. It doesn't exactly look like the other holes, but we're not going to go for fancy. We're just going to go with usable. Look how good that looks. So it went in the hole perfectly, and even I put it in the smallest hole just to make sure it would fit, and it fit in it great. I'm so tickled with it. This is the best tool ever. My MacGyver daddy got it for me. Girl. So I brought breadcrumbs out to see if she would like that as her new treat, and she turned the nose up. She was like, no. So we're just going to go back to using her favorite feed. So I put the halter through my arm. She knows to come to a hand now. So she's going to eat the treat out of my hand. I'm going to slip it up over her nose. She's not going to like it when I put the whole thing over her head, so she will back up. But I just wanted her to not be scared of this part. There you go. So yeah, you don't like it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let me tighten it up. I know. I said I don't like that pressure on my face. It's okay, little girl. There, good girl. Good girl. It's alright. And it's just like putting a saddle on a horse for the first time. She's got to get used to that feeling of pressure on her face. Just like they have to get used to the saddle. She's going to shake for a little bit. Come here. It's okay. There you go. See, it fits better now, doesn't it? I might actually loosen it up a little bit once she gets used to it. Good girl. You want some more? That wasn't bad, was it? She said, yeah, it was a little bad. I didn't like it. There you go. Oh, hi, sorry. Hey. Good girl. Good girl. See if I can get... No. Good girl for standing there like a good cow. She doesn't look like a wild critter anymore, does she? Oh. Oh. So we got it fitted properly now. We're getting pettings on the head. Yeah. That's not so bad. She's like, please take this off. I don't like it. It doesn't make my figure look better. Yeah, look at her being a good girl. So we're gonna get brushed before we go outside. We're gonna see if we can go for a little walk for our first day. We shall see. She's like, I need a snack. She's still a little scraggly, but she's really started gaining some weight already. Good girl. Oh! You gonna scratch your head on me? So that's a big deal. That she's voluntarily touching me is a big deal, because she is a touch me not. So she was out in the herd with some big cows, and they all picked on her. She's got all kinds of little scars on her head where she tried to get food and they kicked at her. But I'm so surprised that was the first place she let me touch her is scratch her on the head. She really likes being scratched on the head. Say so far as I'm being a good girl about this. She probably fussed about it for about 10 seconds. She ran over there and then she came back over here and she's perfectly fine. She's still shaking her head just a little bit, but nothing. I was expecting her to really not like it and really fight me on it. But she's just as calm as can be. Yeah, she's a good girl. Here we are. So she was actually a good girl. She didn't even put on her brakes as bad as Glisten did the first time we did halter braking. Look at that. Oh my goodness, are we gonna run? They always love it when they finally realize they have freedom out here. So they always love it. They just have to, uh-oh, we slipped in the mud. Come on, if you go straight, you won't have to do that. So it's always a process learning how to just come with the pressure. But she's such a good girl. So I'd at least come straight forward. You gonna let me pet you on the head? No? It's okay. So we still got a little wild streak, but that's okay. That's okay. And she's not a bottle baby, so it's even harder for them when they don't like, you know, normally if they're a bottle baby, human touch means, ooh, milk. But where she got milk from her own mama, she doesn't associate human touch with food. So she just had to get used to human touch all on its own. Oh, so mad. So mad. To that pressure. She's like, oh, but there's green stuff. It's not worth it. So we're going to walk around for a little bit and I'll show you the results after about 5 to 10 minutes of just going around a little bit and tasting some grass and getting pettings on the head for being good. Because she really is a good girl. She surprised me how easy she came out of her stall. I was expecting her to just go crazy. But she was like, oh, sunlight. I think I might want to go out there and see that. So we're having a little snacky snack. We didn't make much progress on the leading today, but it's just spending quality time together. That's what matters. We found a little boo-boo on her leg, and she has a couple buggies in her hair. So we're going to put some cream on her boo-boo that we found. It looks like an old wound that hey girl, that the scab has fallen off. You see her back hoof right there? And then she's got some buggies in her hair. That's why we're keeping her and Glisten separate, just in case. See, it's not her fault. You can see there's some stuff in her hair. So we're going to put some dust on that. Well, we already put a little bit of dust on. That's why some of her hair is wet. Here they are. It's icky stuff. So, just some maintenance and things going on. Uh-oh, she stepped on a rope. Uh-oh. What you gonna do? You gotta get it off your foot. There you go. Good girl. She's like, oh, that was just terrible. More grass, please. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.